Hello and how are you? In this lecture we'll see about CSS combinators. There are four different combinators in CSS. These are descendant selectors, which is identified by space, child selectors, which is identified by greater than sign, adjacent sibling selectors, which is identified by addition sign, and general sibling selectors, which is identified by tilde sign. So selector is simply something that explains the relationship between elements. So as you see in the screen, the four selectors are descendant selector, child selector, adjacent sibling selector, and general sibling selectors. Now, so let's see how they make or what is their purpose. So the first thing to do is let's have some heading, and here we see descendant selector. So descendant selector. Then here let's create some div element. Inside this div element, let's have paragraph element. So here is paragraph 1. Here let's have another paragraph. Here is paragraph 2. And let's have another div inside that paragraph element. So here we have paragraph 3 inside div. So let's give here class name. Combinator. So let's have some style. So 4 dots combinator. Then we use space since we are using descendant selector. The identifier is a space, so we leave some space. Then paragraph. So which means inside a combinator class, any paragraph have a property that is defined inside the curly brace. So let's make color of red for the time being. So if you open now, all paragraphs have color of red. This is descendant selector. So it's applies behaviors for all elements inside that element. So here we have a div combinator elements. So here we have elements. So all elements having the same name, that is paragraph, will get the behavior that's defined inside this. So the other combinator we see is a child selector. Child selectors are identified by greater than sign. So if you make, for example, here greater than, and if you save it, child selector told us or instructs the browser that all elements inside combinator, that is a direct element. So here the two paragraphs, paragraph 1 and paragraph 2 are the direct children of combinator parent class. But here it is not a direct child. So here is another parent element. So for this parent element there is another parent element. So it is a grandchild in some simple expression. So it is not applied for this one, but it can apply to both direct children elements. So if we save and refresh, now we see the effect is applied to the first two, but it is not for the last element. So if there is another element, for example, outside of this paragraph, the fourth element, and if we refresh now, the fourth element gets the color property, but the third does not get it because it is not a direct descendant of combinator class. So in case of child selector, direct descendants or sorry, direct children get the behavior. But in case of descendant selector, which means when we use the space between two elements, all elements inside the parent element get the behavior. Another behavior we see is adjacent sibling selector. Adjacent sibling selector is to select an element which is an immediate sibling element. For example, here, let's have another paragraph element, and here the fifth paragraph. So now, if we refresh in this case, the fifth paragraph is not affected. But if you want to affect this one, you may use two properties. The first one is adjacent sibling selector. So let's add the sixth one first to see the difference. The sixth paragraph. So let's change this one to adjacent sibling selector, which is plus sign. So in this case, all the first one, two, the third and the fourth did not get the red color, but the fifth one gets the red color. So in adjacent sibling selector, the immediate follower of the element, which is the div element, the combinator div element, follower is the fifth paragraph element, that is on line 23 as you see. So this element gets the effect of the adjacent sibling behavior here. What we define, that is the color of red. So if you refresh now, so only the fifth paragraph gets the effect. So if you want to affect all the immediate followers, all followers of combinator class having the same parent element, that is body, we can change it into tilde sign. So this tilde sign, we call it general sibling selectors. So let's make general sibling selectors by using shift, then the key below escape or to the left of number one, call it tilde. So let's save it, and if you refresh now, we get the fifth element and the sixth paragraph gets the effect. So these are the four fundamental combinators used to define the relationship between elements. Thank you.